Welcome to Movie Top. 2025 did not come to behave. It came with soldiers guarding impossible canyons, presidents kicking down doors, flawless jewel thieves, and artificial intelligence programs crossing into our world. 10 action movies that left their mark this year, from the ones everyone saw to the ones that deserve a lot more attention. But before we get into the video, it would really help me out if you could take a moment to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. Number 7. Shadow Force. Two elite former operatives who broke the rules of service for something they never planned: falling in love. 8 years later, they're hiding with their son, trying to pass as regular people. And the organization that trained them decides that can't go on. Kerry Washington and Omar Sy bring a chemistry and energy that the movie honestly doesn't always deserve. They're clearly the best thing about it. Sy has that physical charisma that, in the action sequences, turns mediocre scenes into something watchable. The real problem is the script, which doesn't always know what it wants to be: spy thriller or family drama. It swerves between the two without fully committing to either. Joe Carnahan has done better work. Still, if you're looking for a family action movie with solid couple energy and enough bullets to keep you entertained, Shadow Force delivers. Number 6. The Amateur. Picture this. You're the guy who deciphers the CIA's most classified messages. Behind closed doors, never in the field. And one day, your wife is killed in a terrorist attack in London, and your own agency is not going to do anything about it. That's where one of the strangest revenge stories in spy cinema begins. Rami Malek builds a character who is anything but a conventional action hero, and that's exactly what makes him interesting. A guy with 170 IQ pulling up YouTube tutorials on how to pick locks. That tells you everything about the tone. Lawrence Fishburne as his mentor gives weight and texture to scenes that would otherwise be standard. The script has its problems, the twists aren't always solid, but the ride is enjoyable. For anyone who prefers their espionage more cerebral than muscular. Number 5. Fountain of Youth. Two estranged siblings following the cryptic clues left by their late father to find the legendary Fountain of Youth. From Bangkok to Vienna, from London to the pyramids of Giza, every step raises the stakes. Guy Ritchie throws all his visual energy into this one, and there are moments that are genuinely entertaining. The problem is the story doesn't have the depth it needs to hold up at the level of the references it's invoking. Krasinski and Portman have solid sibling chemistry, and Isa Gonzalez steals every scene she's given. The movie works best when it stops taking itself seriously and surrenders to high-budget adventure spectacle. It's not Indiana Jones, and it clearly wanted to be, but as a visually driven adventure with sharp pacing and beautiful locations, it does its job. You watch it, you have a good time, and it doesn't follow you home. Number 4. The Astronaut. She survives a space mission that should have killed her. They find her floating in the Atlantic inside a punctured capsule. And when they finally pull her out and put her in quarantine, the doctors tell her that stress explains everything. She knows it doesn't. Jess Varley builds the movie with patience. No cheap jump scares up front. Just silence, observation, and that slow-burning tension that makes you distrust everything you see on screen. Kate Mara carries the character with a fragility that feels real. Someone who has seen something she can't describe, and nobody believes her. The first 2 acts are the strongest. The third loses the thread a little when it tries to be bigger than the budget allows. But if you like sci-fi thrillers built on sustained dread rather than massive special effects, this one has moments that stick. Number 3. G20. The President of the United States at a G20 summit in Cape Town. Terrorists take over. And it turns out they picked the wrong target if they thought this commander-in-chief was going to hide in a room waiting for the rescue team. G20 is essentially Air Force One, but with the president doing the work herself. And Viola Davis makes that work in a way very few actors could pull off. The action sequences are inventive, the stunts are well coordinated, and Anthony Starr as the villain delivers exactly the energy a worthy opponent needs. The script is not going to win any writing awards, and there are plot decisions that require generous suspension of disbelief. But if the pitch is watching Viola Davis kick down doors and save world leaders, the movie delivers exactly that without apology. Tremendously entertaining.
Number 2. Novocaine. Nathan has an extremely rare medical condition. He cannot feel physical pain, ever. Under normal circumstances, that would make him a medical curiosity. When the girl he's in love with gets taken hostage during a bank robbery, it makes him the worst possible enemy for the attackers. This movie looks simple on paper and turns into something far more fun and far smarter than expected. Jack Quaid has that lovable loser charisma that makes every situation where he gets impaled or shot feel both brutal and hilarious at the same time. The premise is pushed to its absolute limit, and the movie has the good sense not to overstay its welcome. Amber Midthunder is the emotional anchor that keeps all the chaos grounded. With 81% on Rotten Tomatoes, this is the action surprise of the year that a lot of people missed in theaters. Number 1. The Gorge. Two elite operatives guard towers on opposite sides of a classified canyon. Clear orders, no contact between them, no questions about what's down below. A full year of that, completely alone. And somewhere between boredom and curiosity, one of them holds up a sign to the other across the abyss. That's how one of the strangest and most unexpectedly effective love stories you'll see in a long time begins. Scott Derrickson, the director of Doctor Strange and Sinister, blends romance with sci-fi, horror, and action in a way that has no genre name, and it works better for it. Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy build their chemistry with patience, through binoculars, through signals from a distance, before there's any real contact. And when the horror of the canyon surfaces, the movie explodes into a third act you never saw coming. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross did the score. That alone should tell you something about the level of this production. It became the biggest premiere in Apple TV Plus history. Well deserved. And that's a wrap. Did I forget any 2025 action movie that deserves a spot on this list? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to build more videos around your recommendations. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. See you in the next one.